said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Pettis. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's Newton. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Takes the handoff. It's Alvarado. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They kick it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. It's a reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And wings it incomplete.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Hunt is on its way. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires to the right. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Henry Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Newton. Got room at the 35. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Volunteer! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown ball. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Gain of 22. First down for the offense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sends him back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
On the run, it's Alvarado. He breaks a tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alvarado. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Alvarado. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
Caught over the middle. It's Barker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Clinton. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Gonna run it. It's Alvarado. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. For the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off play action on 1st down. He's got an open man. That's weird. They'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Auburn. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Neyland Stadium, alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
good spot here with second and short. Looking for space, it's Henderson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida State.
Looking downfield on first down.
Just another week.
Turning it off. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to him again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That Auburn offense onto the field again. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The Volunteers trying to cash it in on first and goal. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Lowers those pads. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
To throw, it's Knight. Throwing right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
At this point in the game, in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
In this situation of the game, it's so hard for the offense to throw it because you're trailing by a lot, so the defense knows you're throwing it. They've got all these extra DBs out there, little fast guys that can break on the football. The windows are so small to throw into, and that's what happened on that last play. Nice job getting the INT.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown ball. And the route is on.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
25.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Dances away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their